Hey guys, welcome to EOC Explain. Here we go. Alright, we're going to go over question 15. Ooh, rapid highlight. Let's just keep that in the video. If you want to go over yourself, pause and do so. Otherwise, here we go. Alright, the concept of gene flow is demonstrated when a cow is driven off from its herd, joins another herd, and reproduces. When the cow contributes to the gene pool of the new herd, which of these most likely increases, right? Okay, so I highlighted already. I'm sure you're going to highlight as well. It's going to reproduce. We know it's contributing to the gene pool of the new herd. So it leaves herd A, it goes to the herd B, reproduces, right? And then which of these is most likely to increase? Okay, so let's look at these. First off, environmental fitness. What does that mean? That means is how well it's going to do in a certain environment, right? So your fitness, let's say this cow's fitness in the tropical plains, or excuse me, like the grasslands versus the jungle. It has a certain fitness to each environment. It leaving one herd, going to another and reproducing doesn't have anything to do with how well it's going to do in a certain environment. No, nothing to do with it. All right, so we can eliminate that one. Let's look at D, reproductive mutations. Well, those are certain changes in the DNA when it reproduces. That if we look at that one and then we look back at the question, it doesn't indicate anything about a reproductive mutation. So it's saying just because it leaves one herd to go to another herd, which one of those will most likely increase? Why would leaving a herd increase mutations? That doesn't make sense, right? Mutations happen, sure, but leaving a herd is not going to increase mutations any more than staying in the herd that it's already in. So we can go ahead and eliminate D. All right, let's look at A, natural selection. So what is natural selection? We're going to eliminate that one already. Natural selection is nature selects the one that's going to have a better fitness than its environment to reproduce. So like the faster cheetah gets its food, therefore it's going to reproduce. Well, remember what it says. And we highlighted this just to kind of look at it again. When the cow contributes to the gene pool of the new herd, which of these most likely increases? Why would natural selection increase when it reproduces in the new herd? So just because that's like, our fancy science word, natural selection, ooh, it's got to be the answer. No, it's not the answer. It's not going to increase or decrease at all. Natural selection is natural selection, right? Just put yourself in this situation. If you live in Texas and all of a sudden you move to Washington, and then you found a spouse, significant other, and have kids, well, that's going to increase the genetic diversity in Washington, right? Because you brought your genes from Texas to Washington, and now your genes are in the gene pool, and you have kids, they have kids, and there's an addition of new genetics, new genes, right? So with that being said, genetic variation is the best answer. That just means differences in genetics, right? More variety. Well, yeah, if the cow leaves one herd, goes to the other herd, there's going to be more variety in genetics contributed to that herd. So that makes sense. With that being said, there you go. The answer is a B.